Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to a judge sentencing another judge, a fellow judge, to death. Now, like this, I saw it and I had to watch it. I had to react to it. If it's what I hope it is and what I think it is, this will be the first of any. This will be the first I've ever seen this happen. Like, not only would a judge, so for a judge to be in court is a great shame. I mean, you've brought yourself under huge disrepute, but then to do something worthy of the death penalty, I need to see. I really hope I see the clip and it's not just, clickbait or whatever. But yeah, let's do it.
We always see the judges sentencing people to jail or prison, but we rarely get to see judges getting sentenced. So in today's video, we'll be seeing judges getting sentenced to prison. You'd think that a judge would know the laws, not just that, but they would not want to break them, because they definitely know how horrible being in prison is. They are the ones who put people there. Wow. Apparently though, these judges in today's videos just didn't care, because now they're being sent away. First, we have a federal judge arrested in Miami. This judge, Timothy, was arrested in Miami after his ex-girlfriend called the police on him. This is a very interesting situation. The crime he committed is very obviously illegal, and you hear more about that right now.
Off the top at 6, a federal judge faces a judge in court today on some pretty disturbing charges. Judge Timothy
This must be so humiliating.
Mayor's arrest report says that he threatened his ex-girlfriend with a in front of their young son.
But he is also facing a charge for what happened after police were called to his home in El Portal. CBS 4's Peter Dench is live in.
The accusations that were made against me are entirely false and fictitious. The mother of my child has called the police to my house on not less than 5 occasions prior to last night, each time making more incendiary and more fantastic allegations against me.
51-year-old federal judge Timothy Mayer denies charges. He pointed a weapon at his ex-girlfriend when she came to his home here in El Portal Tuesday night to pick up the son who they share custody with.
It's astonishing to me that one person can make an accusation so fantastic and so not grounded in reality that the result is me spending a night at TGK, me having to stand in front of you. This is horrifically embarrassing to me. It is career threatening.
I mean, did you do it though? That's the crux of this situation. Did you do it?
The judge's ex-girlfriend said he shined a flashlight on her and said, "I'm going to show you what pain is about." Their son started crying. She said she called 911 while driving away.
Now, not all judges are committing crimes such as that.
I need to know, if anyone knows the outcome of that, please drop it in the comments. I would love to know.
But this next judge was arrested for taking advantage of her power. This judge took advantage of her power by helping her brother keep his job as a corrections officer. She, being a judge, has access to documents that an average person cannot obtain. She abused this power and gave her brother confidential documents. This is a 4th-degree felony. She lost her license in law and was sentenced to jail for 6 months.
How embarrassing. And she has continued to serve. You threw your career away for that?
Hunter, a former judge in the Hamilton County Juvenile Court System, was convicted of unlawful interest in a public contract for helping her brother keep his job as a juvenile corrections officer. It's a 4th-degree felony. She lost her job and her law license and was sentenced to 6 months in jail.
This doesn't make any sense. Surely any person would think, get him another job. You could, surely with your connections, you could find him another job somewhere. So you've thrown away your career as a judge and you're going to prison. Wow.
Her supporters felt the punishment was too extreme, in particular for someone who'd never been in trouble before and who still had a positive impact in the community. Some also claimed the conviction was politically motivated.
Attempt was to intimidate me in any way. That has flat out failed. Okay? I will never, ever, ever bow to that type of pressure, veiled threats, vicious comments, lies about me, or anything else. When you pay the cost of these proceedings, number 2, you are to not violate any laws. Number 3, you are to do 6 months in the Hamilton County Justice Center, credit 1 day. Mr. or Ms. Deputy can take her away.
Hunter's supporters are outraged. In fact, keep your eyes on this woman as she attempts to approach Hunter, but is intercepted by court officers.
Oh my
watch
God.
closely. As this deputy attempts to take Hunter away, initially she seems to resist.
What?
But then, perhaps realizing that her time has run out, her body goes totally limp.
What a mess.
While shouts of
What
no
a
justice are heard
mess.
from the gallery, she's literally dragged out of the courtroom.
I mean, I respect that you want to be loyal to your brother and help him out, but you should have done a simple pros and cons here. What if you get caught? Is it worth losing your job for that? Where's the critical thinking?
Sometimes things just don't go your way. Here we have the famous Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown's a television star, and he isn't just an actor, he truly is a real judge. He was arrested and charged with 5 counts of contempt of court in Tennessee. He was sentenced to 5 days in jail after he created an outburst in a child support hearing. Someone said he darn near...
Is he the guy who said, who's known for saying, "Man up," or something like that? I think I saw a clip of him saying that before.
...caused a riot in the courtroom. He had people so inflamed. Let's go and hear what the reporters have to say, and then even the Judge Joe Brown himself speaks on the matter.
More breaking news now. Former TV judge Joe Brown is free tonight after spending less than 4 hours in jail for mouthing off to a juvenile court judge.
Now, you want to get into this, let's get into it. This sorry operation needs to stop.
For every one of Brown's outbursts over the judge not dismissing a child support case that he represented, the judge kept adding just another day in jail.
It eventually added up to 5 days, but he's out of jail tonight and blaming politics for the whole thing. Brown spoke to WRG's Katie Rufner as he was leaving the jail. That's where she joins us live. Katie?
Well, Brown says he never should have been arrested in the first place. And since he's running against Amy Wyrick for district attorney, he thinks this was a personal and political attack.
Now, you want to get into this, let's get into it. This sorry operation needs to stop.
24 hours, Shelby County Jail for contempt. You may have a seat.
Excuse me.
He's famous for being a TV court judge, but today Judge Joe Brown was on the other side. When his request to have a child support case dismissed was turned down by Magistrate Harold Horn, Brown became livid.
A child support case, so something to do with him not paying alimony or something? Or child support, I'm guessing?
What authority do you sit, by the way? As a former judge here, we have a rule in the 30th Judicial District that says every single magistrate, referee has to be unanimously approved by every circuit, chancery, and criminal court judge. I don't recall that your name's ever been submitted, sir.
Horn first gave Brown 24 hours in jail for contempt. As Brown's outbursts continued, the number quickly climbed.
Circus, sir.
That's 3 days.
You can do all you want. You
4
don't
days.
have the jurisdiction I had to do it. You got to be up above trial judge. You got $10.
5 days.
Brown was released on his own recognizance and feels the arrest was dirty politics.
I'm a little hot under the collar. 40 years, I've never seen such a circus as they've got down there.
Others wonder, with an election coming up and Brown's own attorney being with him at juvenile court, whether it was a publicity ploy. In a statement, Amy Wyrick's campaign manager said, quote, "That sort of disrespectful circus stunt may get Hollywood ratings, but this is real life and real people, and Joe Brown knows better. He should be ashamed of himself."
Being a judge, they obviously have their degree in law. With that being said, the judges are being asked questions by other judges who are going to sentence them. They are very well spoken because they know what they're talking about. We now have Leticia Astocio, 180 days in jail. Leticia is a very well-spoken individual. She knows what's right and what's wrong to say. But here that doesn't matter. Leticia was given a DWI. Leticia was found on the side of the freeway with 2 flat tires. There was an arrest warrant that was put out for Miss Astocio. After she never showed for her court appearance, she tries to argue her way out of this one and goes to jail. Let me show you what happens.
Since that a person would be placed on probation, and this is again in the People v. Porpora decision, is substance abuse, which apparently has been the overarching concern here, that I have a problem with alcoholism. I've never been able to provide any proof to the court that I've completed an alcohol treatment.
You know, if you committed the offense, you're going to have to pay the penalty for it, you know.
I've never been ordered to attend one. I've obtained 3 to 5 OASIS certified evaluations, and none of them ever said I needed treatment. It is impossible for me to enter into a treatment program without
But
a
why
diagnosis.
didn't you
It's
show
just not
for the
how
first
insurance
court
works.
appearance? What's the reason for that?
I did voluntarily enter into one program that I completed, but that's all I could do. If I'm on probation to address a substance abuse issue, that certainly isn't occurring before this court because there's no proof that I have one. I got a mental health evaluation. There was no recommended treatment, but on my own, because candidly this was very stressful, I got into therapy. I provided information from my therapist to my probation officer voluntarily.
Well, you guys, there you have it. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe.
Fun video, even though we didn't see the judge getting sentenced to death. I'm guessing potentially, based on the comments of the video, that that clip had to be cut out because possibly some kind of claim from the original poster of that video. But yeah, it's crazy seeing judges in this situation, because to become a judge, at least in this country, it takes a long time, a very long time. So you wouldn't want to throw that away once you obtain that status, that job title. So it must be a real gut punch to end up in front of a fellow judge, basically fighting for your freedom. Must be a real humbling experience. So yeah, it was interesting to see how, you know, the judges defending themselves often didn't, you know, ask for lawyers. I guess why would you? Why would you hire a lawyer when you yourself, you know, are a lawyer? So why, you know, but it was just weird seeing them on the stand. Just very, very surreal. I can only imagine how surreal it must have been for them. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.